Hey, wise guys, Cousin Lou here. I want to tell you about the Grand City's newest best-kept secret Prohibition Comedy Room. They got all the good stuff and the best laughs in town. It's cleverly hidden inside the Spud Jr. in East Grand Forks. Keep a close eye on their website, prohibitioneventsmn.com, for show dates and tickets. That's Prohibition Comedy Room in the Spud Jr. East Grand Forks. Tell them Cousin Lou sent yous. Or you'll be sleeping with the fishes, see?
Yeah, well, you better tell Cousin Lou. You don't want to be sleeping with the fishes.
Is he here? Is he coming tonight?
I hope not. I'm scared of the guy, and I've never even met him.
He sounds intimidating.
Yeah. Smell like fishes. I've done that.
Hey, guess what, everybody? Today, we got WolfDog in the house. Sitting next to me, my left, your right, I got Justin with me. Hey, say hi to everybody, Justin.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, fuck. It's got a really good vibe in this room today. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And sitting over on the couch that has plenty of stories to tell, we got Jake. How you doing, big dog?
Oh man, I'm happy to be here, and I'm distracted because there's beautiful smells of food over there that are awaiting us.
I know. They brought it in right before we started the live stream.
I knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
got a lot of discipline though, so
we're gonna go into an Adam Richman like diatribe of how good the fries taste.
Hey, there's some poutine in there, and I will put my life savings on this poutine being top notch in the area.
I've never had poutine this close to Canada before. They try that shit back in Iowa, but I'm like, you guys.
We asked, we're like, what do those guys eat? What were they eating? And they're like, oh yeah, he was eating poutine for sure.
It's like eating seafood in the desert. You know what I mean? Like in Iowa, it's like poutine. Really, we got to go a little.
Word gets around that guy eats a steady share of poutine. I was like, I can agree with that.
Oh, you're talking about Justin? Yeah, definitely eats a lot of poutine.
Kind of guy,
Oh, I was talking about the other Justin, the owner. Hey, how about that place he put you guys up in? Real top notch.
Feeling really good about it.
Yeah.
It's one of those motels where you come out and you're like, oh, I'm outside already. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I did notice the corner room above the office though has a screen door. That must be the suite.
There's quite the community over there. Nice patio furniture. That's always a key. Touch tone phones, HBO.
I'm gonna be honest. I think those people live there year round.
Yeah, we went in there and the Bible was open, and we're like, "Well, okay, all right."
Someone wanted us to know something.
Yeah,
yeah. You both need Jesus, apparently. There's that.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got a show coming up, and it is in approximately 38 minutes.
We're excited.
Yeah,
yep. We're excited to be here. We traveled a long way. Gas station food's awesome, but we're ready to rock out with some dirty jokes. And, oh, there we go.
Yeah, you like that? I want to center you up a little bit.
Well, I mean, last night was great because I had the close-up, and it really accentuated my lazy eye. So I was excited.
So we watched last night, and I was like, first of all, I was like, that looks like a cool room. I can't wait to go hang out there tomorrow. But the funny thing is me and my wife, we watched Jake on your show last night, and we know Jake's house pretty well. And we were like, as we're watching, she goes, is he sitting in front of the books? And I go, yeah. And she goes, he's on the floor, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, his crazy ass is just sitting on the floor doing podcasts right now.
Well, no, that's where the 50 Shades books were, and I didn't want to,
right.
show off that collection yet. You know what I'm talking about?
Real professional studio setup over there at the Peterson farm.
She's got hardcover books of those, just not trying to brag or nothing.
Do you got the secret room then too, with a couple padlocks in there?
Well, I was the one that found the secret door here, so
yeah. Hey, the Scooby-Doo door. I know what you're talking about.
Very neat.
So, we watched a couple clips yesterday. If you don't mind, I'm gonna throw them up there again.
Oh,
Everybody wants to see the good stuff, right? All right, here we go.
Anybody have a Nintendo? Talking about the original Nintendo, the original NES Nintendo. Hell yeah. I owe my entire life to my Nintendo. I do. It taught me to stick with something. I did beat Zelda. I've beaten Mario's. And it teaches you to fuck over your buddies, because if you come to my house, I'm first player. Fuck that, I ain't Luigi. Fuck all of it.
It's my grandma's basement, you asshole. Give it up for Scary Jerry. That guy his beard looks like it eats beards like mine for breakfast. Like, You can find me and Jerry out back chopping wood later. No big deal. Keeping flannel companies in business. The three of us are gonna start a ZZ Top cover band. If Jake can grow a mustache, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Oh, look at there, dude. It's just you from last night's screen. All right, we're coming back. All right, hey, do you think you can make this work right here?
I mean, I don't know, does it feel moist in here to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty moist situation.
It's one of those words, right, that people really have a problem with moist. For me, like my gross word is yummy. I have trouble with that. I get really offended when restaurants name really delicious sounding entrees like things you don't want to say.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry.
I'm
Camera too. No, I got a caller. Oh, it's Kelvin. Sorry, Kelvin. I'm not going to put you on the air today.
You should go to a restaurant and see something on the menu and you're like, I'd really like to try that, but they name it something real stupid you don't want to say out loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
I saw a tenderloin that had pulled pork all over it and it was called the pork me tender. I'm not fucking ordering that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that out loud. Just give me the cheeseburger. I mean, I don't know. It's weird hang-ups I have.
I hear you. Okay.
But yeah, moist is, I don't mind saying moist.
How do the ladies in the room feel about moist? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Oh, she's in the middle. She's in the middle.
Take it or leave it. She usually leaves it. That's my wife.
Yeah.
On the same level as chafing at a certain point.
Hey, so are you going to use the moist in the situation?
I will do my absolute best to make that happen.
If I have to, I have to. You know, I'll do whatever the show calls for because I'm that kind of guy. If you wanted me to talk about oral sex, like starting a Nintendo from the 80s, I'll do that. You know?
Hey, the Nintendo skit, I was dying because I never want to be Luigi. Ever.
No, man.
Fuck.
No one does.
Because you don't get to you.
Yeah. You're just a second-class citizen.
You play a level and then the other guy plays a level. It's like, no, you're sitting in the beanbag chair way the fuck over there where the Nintendo cord doesn't even reach. You know, you're sitting over there and then you're the green and white guy and then nobody likes you. And then I'll call that piss break because that's how I go take a leak while you're playing.
Oh boy, I love it. So you're not a Luigi guy either.
No, yeah, we both put out pretty serious Mario energy. It's surprising we get along so well.
All right, so I didn't get to ask you because you weren't there yesterday. He said your wife beats you and you had to be home if you left the house. So, but no black eyes today, so that's good. It's show day.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what my wife beating me has anything to do with where I am geographically.
You can't leave home. That was the whole day. You can't leave home.
As we learned from Amber Heard, there's ways to conceal a bruise, man.
Oh. I made this take a whole different turn.
I think that went well though. Just the two. This is, you know what I mean? Like you were on last night and you had that really close up of you shaved, obviously. You were looking.
I did. I don't have the Tom Brady controlled.
You were looking pretty
stubble.
weathered last night.
You know, I did notice that. Look at that.
Yeah, this is week
where's
one.
the mustache?
Dude, this guy ages like a president, man.
We've been
doing
like a president.
It's like someone told him the launch codes, man. His hair's grayed so much.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 22 years old.
You were the most shot out 22-year-old I've ever seen in my entire life.
Man.
He works the day job at a nursing home, and we'll go do shows, and we'll get home about 2 hours before he has to be back up to go to work, and then 2 years of that, and he's looking about 67 now. All of a sudden.
Yep, it's hard to make a whole room full of people laugh and 6 hours later be like, all right, what did your shit look like?
But you do it well. You make it look seamless.
Yeah.
I assume. I've never been to where you were.
Well, one job you wear rubber gloves and then one you don't. So,
dude, I got to tell you. You kind of looking at you now. You got a Steve-O look to you going on, dude. I'd like it's awesome.
I look like I had a debilitating addiction and just like fucking took way too long to get over it.
Not what I meant. I love it though.
No, I don't.
Could you imagine being in the twilight of your life? Your children have decided they're sick of your shit. They put you in a nursing home, and you wake up every morning to this guy standing over your bed.
Hey, pulling the chain. No, leave your jammies on. You got to shower. We got to get a shower. Sit on this PVC chair. There's a bucket underneath you if you got to pee.
Oh, it gets better. Wow. All right. Somebody write this down. This is good material. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I'm such a fan of having this podcast, because out there, everybody just gets to see one comedian at a time.
Yeah.
In here, we get the vibe. Everybody's in here.
And that's for me, like, I always tried to like make my show feel like, because any comic will tell you like, oh, I was the guy that everyone said, oh, you're the funny guy in the group of friends, you know what I mean, you should try comedy, and most people don't. But I always want my show to feel like this. You know what I mean? Like I'm hanging out.
Yeah.
I have a microphone, and you probably shouldn't talk, but just let me handle that part of it. But other than that, it's totally like hanging out on the couch. You know what I mean? So I like to create that environment.
Comedians around other comedians always brings the best out of them, I think.
Oh, it's a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely feed off each other on all the
for
podcasts we have, dude. It's always a
When you asked last night if I'd be interested, and Jake's like, oh, he will. He knows
he'll
well.
love this shit.
I was like, yeah, we're doing that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, now I get to quiz you because we got to quiz Jake last night. How long you been doing comedy?
About 5.5 years. The day before New Year's, it'll be 6 years for me. So yeah, I still say 5 because when you say 5.5, you start counting half birthdays. You seem a little bit autistic, so I don't want to push the envelope on that one. But
you want to go?
So we'll say 5, but 6 sounds cooler. You know what I mean?
All
Sounds
right.
a little more professional. But Jake was doing it about a year before I did, and then we started doing it.
And now you guys became WolfDog Comedy.
Yeah, man.
Love it. So who was your inspiration, like other than Jake, obviously? But who like got you when you sit down to watch a comedy show? Who you looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, man. As far as like big names like out today that are really like, you know, getting after it as far as like national names go, I'm really into guys like Tom Segura, Big J Okerson. It sounds really, you know, cliche, but Rogan's hilarious. That whole crew that he hangs out with is just, there's a lot of funny dudes. Austin, Texas is like the new LA of comedy. We really kind of want to go down there, but a lot of those dudes. But for me, what really kind of gave me the bug was like, I always liked the art form, and living 2 hours south of Minneapolis, when me and my wife first started dating, we'd go up to the cities for like a weekend away, get a hotel room. And it's like, what do you want to do? It's like, well, there's a show at the comedy club. Let's just go see whoever's performing. And I remember seeing the first time I saw a show up there at the club, I was like, well, shit. I was like, this doesn't seem like the craziest thing ever. Like, I could maybe try this, you know? And I started kind of writing jokes without any intent of ever doing it.
Yeah.
And when the opportunity came, I had, you know, jokes written because I was like, someday I'll do an open mic. And it sounds cheesy, but first time I caught the bug, fell in love right away, and I haven't looked back since. It's the coolest thing I've ever done. It's what I want to do when I grow up. You know what I mean? There's nothing better.
When I grow up,
There's nothing
I like
better.
that. I like that. Jake, one thing I didn't get to ask you yesterday, what's like your style of comedy? Are you a dry humor, self humiliation? Where are you at?
I been beaten down by 15 plus years of marriage, beaten down by having 3 children, beaten down by working in the healthcare industry. So I can make fun of myself, but what is left? You know? So no, I love the storytelling bit of comedy, and I think a lot of it just comes from my daily life, because the most successful comedians, the best artists to do their craft is telling their story the way only they can tell it. And that's how I kind of do things, you know. I have a unique life, and I like to share it with as many people as possible because everybody has a unique life.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I did a dramatic zoom during that too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
The less you have to make
I was
up.
staring right at that apple.
Yeah.
You were too.
And I don't know where my lazy eye was going, but I was right in there.
Yeah, when we have to go places, I tell Jake we're leaving at 4:30, even if we have to leave at 5. That way him and his lazy eye show up at the same time.
That's dirty. You guys, you know, you guys are like me and my friends. Nothing is off. Like, I can make fun of every aspect of your life, even if it hurts
and
your
I
feelings.
have quite an impressive collection of, as you can tell, Justin's very proud of what he's accomplished in comedy, as he should be. We like to keep him in check by keeping an extensive amount of bald spot pictures that
First off,
accentuate.
let me tell you how these assholes do it. So everywhere we go on the road, they have this game they like to play together where one of them likes to get a good vantage point, and they get a good like cell phone shot of my bald ass head, and then they send it to me. And I'll be sitting in a bar somewhere during a comedy show, and my phone will go, and I'll look, and it'll be a picture of my own bald ass depressing head, and I'll look around and I'll find Jake, and he'll just be somewhere going, Yep, I did that. And she's in on it too. It's a game they play.
Well, there's the line from Pirates of the Caribbean, there'll be no living with him now. Sometimes for the both of us, when we get done with a decent show, no matter where it is, we have a little bit of an ego, and we need to be checked. So that's why I need to be checked, and he needs to be checked, and that's how we do it for each other.
I
Yeah.
love it.
But yeah, there's nothing better than giving shit to your friends. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
absolutely.
If you can give a joke, you should be able to take
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I
Like
was.
we would have been here earlier this morning, but Jake had to brush his teeth, and that involved a contractor and scaffolding, so he had to, took us a little longer.
I was just telling my boy Rock here, we were talking about we have a group message, and I mean, I don't know how we're all still friends, but he's like, yeah, it's not that bad. And I'm like, dude, we're going to be at the gates, and fucking Jesus is going to be like, hey, come in. Oh, group chat.
Yeah.
Why
You
don't
guys
you go
like each other?
reflect
Yeah.
for a little bit? Oh, it's terrible.
Man. But that's the
Absolutely
best. That's
terrible.
the best, man.
Well, that's the kind of the group chat that you don't really get judged until somebody outside of the friend group reads it out loud, and they're like, what in the fuck is this? Is that a picture of your shit, or did you Google that? Where is that?
Yeah, out of context, man.
Yeah.
That stuff can get a little gnarly. For
Oh, it's
sure.
bad.
Picture of an empty plate, then a picture of a plugged toilet. That's real impressive.
Like one of the boys, you know, I'm so sorry for him, but I'm not going to use any names. He's getting a divorce, and like nothing is off limits. We have bets on who's smashing his wife.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
it's that bad,
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's like
You start looking for the recognizable comforters and pornos that you watch after that. You're like, Pornhub's definitely going to have his house in there.
We host 2 local open mics in Iowa, and we do feature shows at one of the bars, and we're always trying to come up with new ideas for shows. And we're hosting a roast battle tournament next month, and we're bringing 16 comics from Iowa and Minnesota to do this roast battle. And there's this group chat among all the comics because a lot of them don't know each other. So I was like, hey, can you guys put some dirt on yourselves? Like, name like some sketchy shit you've done, or like the worst thing that's ever happened to you, so people have material to write.
Right.
And this one comic posted, the worst thing that ever happened to me is my brother died from drug addiction and suicide.
Oh,
I'm like, why would you post that? Because instantly I wrote it
Yeah.
down, where I was like, yeah, he's a typical younger sibling. It's like he would have killed himself by now, but he was worried everybody would just say he's copying his older brother.
Yeah.
I was like, is anybody going to go that hard? Because I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
right. I hope we're getting this froggy.
I
Yeah.
want feelings to get hurt. You know what I mean? If you're
Everybody's
gonna do
seen
it,
8 Mile. We're all going to go in a little harder than that, you know?
we'll hug each other afterwards. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what else I can add to this. You guys, you drop a bomb on this show. I love it. I can't wait to see you out there in the
excited.
Prohibition Room.
Absolutely.
It's our first pre-show green room podcast. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
I shared it live online, so anybody back home in Iowa or anywhere watching, Mike Cock, he's the coolest
Yeah.
dude. We're having a blast.
It's spelled Mike Hawk like the bird, but if you pronounce it fast enough,
That
it
it
leaves a
is,
lot to the imagination.
I have a buddy that
Yeah.
lives in Fargo, and he's from where we're from. And I got a hold of him. I was like, hey, he's for years. He's like, you got to come up here and do a show. And
One of the guys in the group chat, sure.
yeah.
Apparently,
hey, man,
you guys
add
are
me.
getting
I'd love
added.
it. I'd
Oh,
love
shit,
it.
add
Anytime,
us,
man.
dude.
Anytime.
Add us.
This buddy I have that lives in Fargo, I was like, hey, man, you've been telling me for years to come do a show about you. I'm up there. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually down back in Mason City this weekend. I was like, so he's
Yeah.
back where we live, and now I'm up here where he lives. That's all right, man.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Elizabeth, David, John. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for commenting in. Everybody loves that stuff. But all said and done, you literally have 23 minutes to get here, and it's showtime. Let's laugh a little
I'm
bit.
gonna eat some fries,
man.
and then we're all gonna. You're getting
Yeah.
up, right? You're gonna do some time on stage tonight.
Yeah, you know,
Awesome.
I'm going to do a little hosting. I throw a
funny.
couple one-liners out there, you know, poke a little jabs. I'm single, divorced, and I'm going to tell you what, it's a fucking nightmare out here.
Oh,
I have
man.
more material than I know what to do with.
Oh, yeah.
one-
Like,
upside,
it's
right?
fucking crazy,
Yeah.
you guys. Some of the stories,
So did you use the room before, the hotel room before we checked in? Did you,
No.
You know what I mean?
no, absolutely not.
No?
It's,
So
it's
that wasn't
crazy.
the smell. That was
Because the carpet smelled like it. You
Okay.
know?
Come here. Tell me, did it really smell like that? No.
It's-
Did you see the
yeah.
quick glance? He's like, wait the fuck a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. All right. So show starts 8:30. I want you guys to be here. I'm going to go up, say a couple things, and then Justin, you're up or Jake's up. Who's going
I
up
hadn't
first?
even decided. What do you want? Let's decide in real time right
Yeah.
now. What do you think,
All right.
Jake? What do you think, Stretch?
I like to go second because I like to eat the food and I like things to digest properly.
So I'll be going up.
And I want to see you take that grenade drop to see if they're going to laugh at dick jokes, to see if they're going to laugh at
Oh, they're
weed
gonna
jokes,
laugh.
to see if they're going to laugh at, domestic violence jokes, to see if they're going to laugh at, mutilating small animals jokes, if they're gonna laugh about Minnesota Vikings,
Yeah.
you know, Bush Lights.
But we don't have jokes about any of that stuff.
No,
Oh, shit.
I mean moist. The jokes have got to be moist. We're
It's gonna get
bringing
real moist
jokes.
up in here. I can promise you that. My
It's
glasses
gonna
are
be
fog up
mold.
real quick.
It's
So
gonna be moldy
David,
tomorrow.
David brings a good point
Oh
here.
shit, he did. He
You
got me.
know, going second doesn't make you Mario.
True, man.
Oh, dude, great callback.
Yeah, he
You
also
got
says
me with that.
he also says I don't have any jokes. Also, he wouldn't be able to come here and see him because if he goes back past the mailbox, his wife has a shot collar. You know,
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
Do not pass go. He can't
Yeah.
even eat lunch anymore since his neck got so big.
Yeah,
It's
he's got a
terrible.
low jack.
David,
He's
Got a low jack on.
blink twice if you need us to come save you.
Yeah,
She can't.
put two
Go to a safe
periods in
room.
there. Shit, I'm
to a safe
friends with
room.
her too on here. She might be watching.
Oh, shit.
We didn't mean anything by it. David, he never said anything.
No.
All right, you guys. Hey, come on. Get down here. 8:30 show starts. Hopefully we got some open seats. I think we'll be all right. Get on down here. Experience some fun stuff. Oh, God. Hi. From Casper, Wyoming.
Whoa.
How are you doing? It's good to see you on here. Thanks for coming.
Hey,
Oh, it's Darren
Darren.
Bulow.
We know
we know
Darren.
Darren.
All right.
Absolutely. What's going on,
All
Darren?
right. Shout out to Darren. All right, everybody. Enjoy the show if you're coming. I can't wait to see you. If not, you got
We're
a little
excited.
sneak
We're
peek.
excited to see you. This is the farthest north we've ever been with WolfDog Comedy. We're very excited to see what you guys got.
And there's poutine.
Yeah.
There-
Yeah,
I love
I mean,
when I go to Jake. He's just staring.
that's right.
That's him.
Yeah.
Right there. That look right there. Just look that dead.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to lose.
That's how I look at my kids. They're
I
like, Dad,
love it.
can I get a PlayStation card? And I'm like,
Oh, that's a perfect way to end it. See you guys at 8:30.
Hey, wise guys, Cousin Lou here. I want to tell you about the Grand City's newest best-kept secret Prohibition Comedy Room. They got all the good stuff and the best laughs in town. It's cleverly hidden inside the Spud Junior in East Grand Forks. Keep a close eye on their website, prohibitioneventsmn.com, for show dates and tickets. That's Prohibition Comedy Room in the Spud Junior East Grand Forks. Tell them Cousin Lou sent yous. Or you'll be sleeping with the fishes, see?